Driving in ice, snow, and winter weather and strong winds can create some of the most challenging driving conditions drivers will face. Snow, ice, and high winds reduce vehicle control, increase stopping distances, and make it harder to maintain proper lane position. Even experienced drivers must adjust their driving habits when road and weather conditions change. Vehicles behave very differently on snow or ice than they do on dry pavement. In this lesson, we will discuss the hazards of driving in snow, ice, and strong winds, and the safe driving practices that can help reduce the risk of crashes during these conditions. Driving in snow, snow-covered roads reduce traction between tires and the pavement. When snow accumulates on the roadway, tires cannot grip the road as effectively. This makes it easier for vehicles to skid or lose control. Snow also covers lane markings and road edges, which can make it harder for drivers to stay properly positioned in their lanes. Drivers should reduce speed when driving on snow-covered roads. Acceleration, braking, and steering should all be done slowly and smoothly. Sudden movements can cause the vehicle to lose traction and slide. Drivers should also increase following distance when driving in snow. On dry pavement, a driver may maintain a 3-second following distance. In snowy conditions, drivers should increase that distance to at least 6 seconds or more. This provides extra time to react if traffic slows or stops suddenly. Another important tip is to clear snow and ice from your vehicle before driving. Snow on the roof, hood, or windows can reduce visibility and may slide onto the windshield or blow toward other vehicles. Driving on ice is one of the most dangerous road conditions because it is often difficult to see. A thin layer of ice, sometimes called black ice, can form on road surfaces when temperatures are near freezing. Black ice appears almost invisible and may look like a wet patch on the roadway. It commonly forms on bridges, overpasses, shaded areas of the road, early morning or nighttime roadways. When driving on icy roads, drivers should reduce speed significantly. Steering, braking, and acceleration should be done gently to prevent skidding. If your vehicle begins to skid on ice, remain calm. Do not slam on the brakes. Instead, ease off the accelerator. Steer gently in the direction you want the front of the vehicle to go. Allow the tires to regain traction. Overcorrecting or making sudden movements can worsen the skid. Increased stopping distance. One of the biggest dangers of snow and ice is the increase in stopping distance. On dry pavement, vehicles can stop within a certain distance depending on speed. However, on snow or ice, stopping distances can be several times longer. This means drivers must anticipate stops much earlier. Approaching intersections, traffic signals, or stopped vehicles requires extra caution. Drivers should begin slowing down well in advance and avoid sudden braking. Maintaining a larger following distance is one of the most effective ways to reduce the risk of rear-end collisions in winter conditions. Driving in strong winds. Strong winds can also affect vehicle control. High winds may push a vehicle sideways, especially when driving at highway speeds. This is particularly dangerous for large trucks, SUVs, vans, vehicles pulling trailers. Open areas such as bridges, highways, and rural roads are especially vulnerable to strong crosswinds. Drivers should keep both hands firmly on the steering wheel and maintain a steady speed. Be prepared for sudden gusts of wind when passing large vehicles or driving out from behind buildings or barriers. When passing trucks or buses in windy conditions, be aware that wind patterns may shift suddenly once you pass the larger vehicle. Reducing speed and keeping a firm grip on the steering wheel will help you maintain control if the wind gets really strong. Safe winter driving tips. There are several important steps drivers can take to stay safe in winter weather conditions. First, slow down and allow extra travel time. Second, increase the following distance between vehicles. Third, avoid sudden acceleration, braking, or steering movements. Fourth, ensure your vehicle is properly maintained. This includes checking tire condition, windshield wipers, and defrosters. Fifth, remove snow and ice from windows, mirrors, headlights, and the roof before driving. Finally, pay close attention to weather reports and road conditions before starting a trip. If conditions become extremely dangerous, it may be safest to delay travel until roads improve. Conclusion: driving in snow, ice, and strong winds requires patience, caution, and careful decision making. Reduced traction, longer stopping distances, and limited visibility can increase crash risks during winter weather. By slowing down, increasing following distance, and avoiding sudden movements, drivers can maintain better control of their vehicles. Remember that the safest drivers are those who adjust their driving behavior to match road and weather conditions. When winter weather appears, take your time, stay alert, and prioritize safety on every trip.